Where's my mic? Ooh, I've got to turn it down. One sec. That's better. How's everybody doing? Every one of you anyway. Okay, start the exercise indoor. Pop up on my seat. Click in. And off we go. Good morning, whoever that is watching. Who's watching? We are talking about Storyfire today, and also talking about what's going on in Spain. Here we are. We're going through Spain at the moment. Welcome. This is the Live Daily Half Hour, a new channel called Flattening the Curve. If you are watching after going live, hope you feel the need to subscribe and to like and all those kind of things. So yeah, this is indoor cycling workouts, I think it's called, and we're in, where are we? Cambrils Sunshine Beach, which is quite an awesome place to be. Nice beaches. It's really nice today here in Melbourne. 17. We haven't had a day where it's hit 17 for months, so I'm hoping most of the day we'll be out enjoying ourselves outside. I do have the new Mirth scooter unboxed and connected and all that stuff, so hopefully I'll get some time to go out and have a first ride off camera, get the feel for it, and make the review. That review should be out in 2 weeks. Yeah, because next week is Dope Grip. Yesterday I had a chat with Toby and Matt from Germany, who have created Dope Grip, who took that to the World Cup, and everyone was like, how the hell are you staying on your board so well? And he's like, oh, I just made this grip. It's pretty dope. And everyone's like, I want it. And he's like, well, I'll call it Dope Grip. And that's what they did. So yeah, I've increased the intensity. My heart rate's already up at 122 beats per minute. If you are new to this channel, every day except Sunday, we are live for half an hour to do a half-hour exercise where you can either join along on your own treadmill, your own bike, your own whatever, jumping, push-ups. You can have me in your ear, or you can be watching as well, watching what we're up to, and just getting up and doing something to motivate your day, to get up and get those legs moving. Whew. So we've got an anonymous viewer at the moment who hasn't made any comments yet. So yeah, let's start, hey? We're already 6 minutes, 40 seconds in. I had to jump off and get the volume down and some other bits and pieces, and I know I have to go and get something else in just a second to talk about the topic. Now, with Storyfire, Mystery, good morning, Mr. Exchange. With Storyfire is a new platform, social platform, I guess you could call it, because you can post, upload images and video. Now, when you join, it's a free platform. When you join, you then have to request the ability to upload video, and that can take a month, 3 months, 6 months. For me, it took about 6 weeks, and I want to show you a little bit about the platform and what it does and who's on it at the moment. I will have to get off my bike just to get a keyboard, so just give me 1 sec. We'll do that. Just make sure these, there we go. Just got to get a keyboard. Go. Good old wireless keyboard here. Alright. Let's see, one person's come and gone. So appreciate you coming in, Mr. Exchange, or else it'd just be me talking to myself. That's what happens when you have a new channel too, that you got to expect that some of these things are going to take a little while to get started. Now, let's see if I can do this. Yay, there we go. So this is Storyfire, and So you can see Dwarf Mumba, who's friends with Logan Paul and those boys. He's now a feature up the top there. And he went silent for quite a while on YouTube. I think he's moved out of Logan Paul's house and all that kind of stuff. But this is the thing, he's already got 2,600 subscribers. Chances are he only came onto this about a couple of days ago. But the social platform itself has this... I'll just change my view. Hang on. There. Is that going to work? Maybe not. There we go. My view so far of this platform is it's incredibly welcoming and positive. All the views, all the comments, all the videos, it's all... There's nothing drama, except drama alerts on here, but there's nothing really negative going on, which is really nice. It's really clean. Interface and the user experience could do a little bit of work, but you can see in here the view amounts. Like there you go with... Behind me there's a video that's just got 18,000 views 5 hours ago, 350 views from Dwarf Mumba. So it's just, and you can see Logan Paul's face there as well. It's new, and that's the thing. People are starting to get onto it. You can see some of the popular creators. Big Brother, 86,000 followers, 160,000. There's no one really in the millions or billions of followers in here yet. So I like it. This is one of the guys that I know that I've connected with quite a fair bit over the last 6 to 8 months is Jeff Saxon. He's based in the UK, and he just does daily vlogs from home, receiving parcels from Amazon, just doing something to increase his life. Morning, Mr. Scott. So yeah, I like the fact that people now have another opportunity or another platform where they can put their stuff up. And the way it works is it's more like a series than just posting videos. And they help you. Like when you put a video up, people are critical, but in a good way. They're not really putting you down or anything yet. So I've been approved for video content on here. And that happened about a week ago. And I'm just wondering, what kind of videos should I put on here? Should it be the skateboarding, or should it be the abandoned building stuff? I'm thinking this could be a really good test bench, whether or not people like just dedicated abandoned building channel or a dedicated electric skateboard channel. And what they try and ask you to do, like they want you to do, is it to be original content, for it not to be stuff that you've just put on YouTube and then you've put over on here. They want people to come across to Storyfire for original stories. So yeah, the standard stuff like thumbnails, images, videos, keywords, all that stuff is still the same. But people are finding that you can be more easily found as an original creator, as a new and upcoming channel, a lot more on here than things like YouTube. So it could be quite interesting to see how this plays out. Let's just jump back to where we were. So for those that are joining us now, we're in Spain, and we're going along the coast of Cambril, and it's pretty picturesque, isn't it? It's nice. Heart rate, 118. I can do better than that. Let's increase it. Yeah, that's going to get up there. So Scott, I saw I think it was an Instagram post, maybe a Facebook post of your two X-Ways. I was just going to ask you whether or not you'd actually had it written flex an X-Way on those, or do you Photoshop that on? Because that looked awesome. It gives it that kind of beachy, surfy vibe on top of the grip tape there. And that's something I think X-Way should do, is split themselves out from a branding point of view of just being this kind of technical, innovative board, to have this kind of surfer, relaxed kind of feel to it. It looked really cool. Really cool. So I hope you're enjoying your morning free Nespresso coffee. Just add it on after. So add it on Photoshop, or it's on the board? I'm just trying to figure that out, because it was nice. And did you get that done custom, or did someone send it to you? Or because it looks so good. And I've been in touch with Daniel Kwan, or D Kwan, however you want to call him, and in one of his videos, he had this amazing skateboard rack, and it looks so basic. It's a couple of poles coming out like this, and then you can just put your skateboards in. It's freestanding, digital. Okay, gotcha. Freestanding, and you can fit like 10 boards on this rack. And I've been looking everywhere for it because I've got these boards that are just lying around on the ground, and I'd love to have 2 of those positioned around this space in here of just skateboards lining up. It'd be so much easier to access. You can put all the charging plugs on, put little leads and little name tags to where things are. But I couldn't find them anywhere. I did Google image search, I looked up eBay, I looked up Amazon. They have some, but they're these big wooden things, or you have to mount them against a wall, and that's not what I wanted. I didn't want that to be a physical thing that I couldn't move. Especially like my whole aim here is to be able to take these boards and take them for an open demo day and have them on racks so people can just pick them up, go for a ride, chuck it back on, potentially have it connected to a generator so you can chuck it back in, plug it back in, charge it up, and wait for the next person who wants to have a go. So, yeah. So I got in touch with Daniel, and he said they're from a company called Taobao, Taobao. And so I looked that up, and it's like this maybe Chinese or website, like a shopping website that's owned by Alibaba. And even everything's in Chinese. It's in simplified characters and everything. So started typing in skateboard rack, couldn't find it, didn't come up. So I've messaged him again saying, if you don't mind, if you could send us a direct link, that would be wicked, because I've set up an account on that, and they say it leaves the warehouse within 3 days. Hopefully we get that through, and that would be wicked. I'm still at 116. I can tell. Look, I weighed myself again this morning because it was Friday night. Last night we had a couple of cheeky bits of cake, and you can tell already I'm up to, well, it was 81 yesterday, and up at 82 this morning. So 1 kilo in like half a day is painful, but it makes you try harder, doesn't it? And I've realized that in life, like life's a roller coaster, as Ronan Keating would say. And right now, work's going good. You got to know that it's going to go down and up and up and down. Same thing with YouTube. Everything was going great, and then right now, trickling little people are unsubscribing at the moment from the channel, which is a little bit disheartening, a little bit depressing. But you know that one video that you never thought would bang, it will bang, and you'll head up again. But yeah, it's just bizarre. Almost 200 subscribers have gone in the last 3 weeks, and it is likely because I haven't been posting as much electric skateboard content. Maybe it's the Rosie the Shark people as well that are just waiting for an update that I haven't given them. Could be a whole bunch of stuff. Mystery. Casey Neistat has a great channel with some cool tips on video making. He sure does, but he doesn't post anymore. It's kind of like he got to where he wanted to, maybe the 10 million mark, and now he's just doing contractual stuff with Samsung. You see him dabbing around here and there. He's hanging out with his friends, moved to LA. Why not? Like he hit that hard for a long time. Content, I mean. And he probably just wants to spend time with his family. No problem. He'll come back whenever he's ready. Work is a little crazy at the moment. I think everywhere's a little crazy at the moment. I had some insight on how other people are going during this COVID crisis. I read an article yesterday about this girl who actually applied for over 1,000 jobs. She even was cold calling companies to say, hey, if you're ever thinking of hiring, let me know. I'd be perfect for the job. Even if they didn't have any like job opportunities right now, she was told by a recruitment company the best thing to do is just cold call, because these people, when they're ready to hire, will have you in their head, and they'll probably give you a call, get you in first before they even start the process, because the process can be expensive. If you go through a recruitment, can't even talk because I've got a really sore tongue at the moment. If you go through a recruitment company, it could be 15% of the salary that they're charging you to find the right candidate and hire. So yeah, if you've come to them and you've shown potential, you've shown intuition, makes a lot of sense for them to give you a try. So anyway, read the article. She's still trying to find a job, and then I was speaking to the wife about her. She's like, "Did they mention her name?" I'm like, "Yeah." Her name was Mia. She's like, "I know her." So Mia used to work with my wife when my wife had a job, and at the same time that this Mia girl lost her job, so did my wife. And it was just because they were in event hiring. Obviously during COVID, there's hardly any events. Like 95% of the weddings, corporate functions, birthdays, all that stuff, cancelled. So they shut down. They went bankrupt. Not bankrupt, they became insolvent. And yeah, everyone lost their jobs back in February. So yeah, luckily we're in not a bad way. And my wife is just looking after the kids, not Mia. But just hearing that, for instance, Mia had to cancel her Netflix because she didn't want that money coming out of her account, like $10. It's full on. Like, you really appreciate what you've got when you hear what some people are currently going through. And I'm sure Mia will bounce back. She'll find a job, nice, well-paying, interesting, exciting job, and she'll be back on it. But just like I was saying, people just go through ups and downs, and hers is down at the moment. But I think if you're a nice person, if you give out positive vibes to the world, if you help people and you help yourself, you'll be all right. The world will open up and give you an opportunity. I found that all the way through life too. Like just before it gets real bad, someone will come through with a massive job at work, or someone will be hired by our company and they'll kick ass. Or I'll think I'm going to be super sick and can't make it to the UK, which happened. I was so sick 2 days before, and I'm like, I might have to cancel my flights and all this. The day before, like a miracle, I was 100% better. So it's interesting. Even this YouTube stuff, ups and downs. You think you're doing something right, and then someone pulls you up on it, and you look at it from their perspective, and you're like, you know what, you're right. I stuffed up there. It's my fault. Apologize. Hopefully they accept. You can both learn and both move on. So yeah. But it's interesting working from home. I worked from home yesterday because I just wanted to see if I could do it, because it looks like restrictions are going to be getting even worse here in Melbourne. I know that the Parliament or the Cabinet are meeting today to discuss what those new restrictions are going to be. And from what I've heard and seen, it will be full lockdown. You'll only be able to go to the supermarket or the chemist. You will not be allowed to drive anywhere other than that. You won't be able to leave your postcode. It's going to be crazy. The only people who will be allowed out on the road is delivery drivers, trucks, couriers, trying to help people get things to their place to kind of survive, not to live anymore. It's survival. Scotty, my God, YouTube is up and down. It is. It's amazing how much YouTube can consume your brain, and for two really good reasons and two really bad reasons. Number one, YouTube is so much fun. It's so much fun to do. Number two, when you get a video that pops, when you get lots of viewers, lots of positive votes or likes, you're living on a dream. You see the subscriber count go up, you're like, yes, whatever I'm doing right now, whatever I did as part of that video, people are liking, and I'm happy because I did that because I wanted to do that. The other side of it is the complete opposite of those two. Your subscribers are going down. You're not happy about what you're doing on YouTube. You can't think of anything to do content on, but you want to because you love it. So it's that can be frustrating. And the other side of it is negative comments, and thumbs down, you're just like, well, why did I deserve that? Like, maybe it was something that I did. Maybe it is something I've got to think about. But it does consume you quite a lot. And it's all about the algorithms that YouTube place on. It's all about making you make more content, so more people watch, more people subscribe, more people on the platform, more money for Google, who owns YouTube. It's a beast, but like anything in life. Running a business, you have your ups exactly the same. Sometimes you got lots of people asking you for quotes and getting approvals. Sometimes it's quiet. But I have learned over the last 20 years of running a business that when it's quiet, embrace it. Enjoy it. Go out, go for a ride. Stop, maybe go home and play with your kids for half a day. And know that because you're putting out these vibes in the world, because you're being a good ambassador to Melbourne, for instance, or you're not being slayful or causing too much drama, I think the world kind of, again, opens up for you and will show you a helping hand when you really need it. Scotty, in New Zealand for their lockdown, even food delivery or takeaway had to close. And look at them now. There are no COVID cases over there. You still can't get to New Zealand. And they're back to normal life. The only issue with them is that they can't travel overseas. Who cares? The rest of the world is dying and got cases and lockdowns, and the economy's stuffed. And so I think New Zealand's probably set the example, haven't they? They've had to deal with something. Just like Jerry Seinfeld would say, just rip it off like a band-aid. Stay home for like 2 or 3 weeks. Shut down the whole place. Just enjoy yourself. Like I was saying, when things are low, just do what you can in that time. Spend time learning how to play the guitar or making YouTube content or something. Learn a new skill. And then when you go back into the world, once it opens again, you're a much richer person in knowledge, in spending time with your family, all that stuff. The algorithms suck. Your channel should be promoted for originality and quality. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mr. Mystery Exchange. And that's the thing. I stumble across so many channels that are doing such good content. Danny Black, for one. He puts out such amazing live streams. And I just don't see why YouTube wouldn't promote an underdog like Danny and give him an opportunity. He might not be trending. Like, trending's just like being the most popular kid in school, isn't it? You really need something else in there to say, highlighting something that someone's doing really well on YouTube, or in any platform for that matter. I think the best way to do that is have a look at, say, the last 10 videos, have a look at their thumbs up. YouTube should be going in as humans and having a look at content and saying, this content is awesome. We're going to feature this on our not featured, what do I even have it as? Something like awesome recommendations, I don't know, something like that. And people can just go in and browse original content. And I know, like, they have categories and stuff in YouTube. No one ever goes into them, but they should be actively recommending high quality content. There's a guy who's come to mind, who I've forgotten the name, but he's like 19 years old, and he's like Peter McKinnon, but he's, again, doing things differently. He's so good at his videos, and he color grades every clip to make sure it's consistent. And he goes to the highest peaks and does such cinematic stuff and teaches you how to do it yourself, while not spending too much money on equipment. You can really make pretty amazing banging videos. And that's all I'm doing right now. Is, you've probably noticed there's a new brand in there. I'm testing some new transitions. I've got some new plates that are coming out with information about some of the reviews that are coming out. It's what's that at? 122. Yeah, this heart rate of mine is so improved over the last 2 or 3 weeks. But I will increase it for the last 2 minutes. See if we can get it up. Oh yeah. So yeah, Storyfire. go and find us on Storyfire. Again, just type in my name into Storyfire. You can download the app. There's a whole bunch of YouTubers on there. I hope are creating original content as requested. I know, for instance, Drama Alert, he is just posting up the same videos that he is on YouTube. Not quite sure how he's getting away with it. But all the best to him anyway. I have been watching Danny Black's channel lately. He's very good. He is amazing. And he's got some very cool stuff happening at the moment. Because of how great he is at live streaming, people are starting to approach him to actually be the producer of their live streams from Brisbane. So the way that would work is he would connect into their cameras at their location anywhere around the world. He would be the one in control of the broadcasting system. And he would be the one that changes the cameras and makes sure all the audio's working, does all the intros. It's cool. My whole channel is made on my old iPad. Are you kidding, Scott? I want to see a video of how you do that. Wow. By the way, Scott, just before we finish up, I can't wait for you to get that bike, set it up, let me know when you're ready, and we can do one of these and we can talk about electric skateboards and how you edit on an iPad. That's amazing. Had no idea. But that's the thing. All these original content creators doing things in different ways. It's interesting. I think people need to know about this stuff. And yet you get all the Logan Pauls and Jake Pauls and Drama Alerts and all that seem to be everywhere all over YouTube. And it sucks. I mean, all the best to them. They've done a lot of work, a lot of effort to get there. But it's hard for the up and coming to really get out there too. Just got to create good content, I guess. Get noticed. And all you need is one person in some news publication or someone with a huge fan base to recommend you. Off you go. All right, 30 minutes is up. I got it to 130 beats per minute. Thank you very much for watching. And my whole channel is made. Yeah. We'll be back Monday. So today is Saturday. Sunday's off. Gotta let rest these legs. I'll be out riding the Mirth scooter today, spending time with family. Nice sunny day today. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Feeling you.